Hi everybody, Mr. Saunders here. Hope you're all doing okay. Welcome to lesson number 9. So let's get going with our learning for today. So what are we going to need today? Now, and as usual, all we need today is a pen or a pencil or something to write with and some paper or something to write on. If you've got those things, fantastic, we can get going straight away. If not, pause the video now and quickly go and get those things so we are ready to get on with our learning today. Fantastic, super. To warm ourselves up today then, I have got a spot the difference. So because today we're going to be looking at comparing numbers. So I thought first of all we could look at comparing pictures. So I would pause the video now and see if you can find the 10 differences between these two pictures. Okay, so pause the video now and play when you think you found all 10 different differences. Fantastic, well done everybody. Let's have a look then, see if you managed to find those differences. And here they are. So here you've got the cloud had disappeared, the part of the tree wasn't there. You've got the tree in the background, you've got the hole in the tree, the tail of the animal was different. Got a bit of plant missing here, a bit of the grass missing, the flower had been replaced by a stone, and part of the tree over here had gone. And here, the mouth is open on this one and closed on this one. Well done if you managed to find any of those differences, because today, like I said, we are going to be looking at comparing numbers. And here is our learning intention for today. We are going to compare and order numbers up to 1,000. So today we're going to do the comparing part. And in our next lesson, we're going to do the ordering part. So today we're looking at comparing numbers up to 1,000. So we're going to need to use hundreds, tens and ones still, and those have been there in pretty much all of the lessons that we've done together. We're going to need to use the word compare, and we're going to need to use the words greater than, less than, and equal to be able to compare those numbers. And you might recognise some of those words, greater than, less than, and equal, from some of the learning you'll have done in year 2. So, what does compare mean? We need to know what compare means, otherwise we won't be able to compare these numbers. So comparing means to notice the similarities and differences between numbers, quantities or values. So that means to notice things that are the same and to notice things that are different between these numbers. And we might use words like largest and smallest. So this is the largest number, this is the smallest number. Or we might use numbers like this is the greatest number, which is the same as largest, or this number is less or more, and we've used those words in our lesson before, and we're finding 10 more, or 100 more, or 10 less, 100 less, 10 less, or 100 less, didn't we? So we've already used some language that we're going to use today again. So you might recognise these symbols, because these symbols we are going to use today. So in the middle, we've got our equal symbol, and that means the same, doesn't it? Equal to. And I've got an example here, 2 equals 2, because on each side of the equal sign is the same. 2 is the same as 2. Fantastic. But also we've got these symbols here. This symbol over here means less than, and we can use this in examples like this. 3 is less than 5. 3 is less than 5. And that is true, isn't it? I might have 10 is less than 20, because the number here is smaller than the number here. 3 is less than 5. So this symbol means less than. This symbol then means greater than or larger than. 8 is greater than 4, because 8 is a larger number than 4. 8 is larger than 4. So we're going to use these 3 symbols today to be able to compare 3-digit numbers. Less than, equal to, and greater than. Fantastic. So comparing 3-digit numbers. And today we're going to use different things to be able to use that, to be able to compare these numbers. So we might use deans, or we might use place value counters, or we just might use the numbers. So the first question I've got is, what number is larger? 341 or 462? I want you to make a prediction already about which one you think is larger. 341 or 462? Which one do you think is larger? Fantastic. Keep that prediction in your head, because we'll see when we've worked it out if your prediction was correct. So I've got in my place value grid these two numbers, 341, 462, and I'm going to make them both out of deans. Can you see? So I've got 300s, 4 10s, 1 1, 400s, 6 10s, 2 ones. Fantastic. Now, when I'm comparing, I always start with the column that has the largest value. And here it is. When comparing, start by looking at the column with the highest value. So what's bigger, hundreds, tens, or ones? Which one is larger, hundreds, tens, or ones? Fantastic, well done. Hundreds is the largest, isn't it? It has the highest value. So I always start when comparing with the hundreds column. So I'm going to start with my hundreds column. So here we go. My first number, 341, has how many hundreds? 3, well done. 462 has how many hundreds? 4. Ah, so which number has got more hundreds? Is it 341 or 462? You're absolutely right. 462 has 400s. This one has 300. So we already know, I don't need to look at my other digits. All I need to look at is my hundreds here, because the 4, this number has 400s, this number has 300. So I know that 462 is larger because it has more hundreds than 341. Fantastic. So some numbers, we only need to look at the hundreds to be able to compare them. Okay, let's have a look then. Which number is smaller? 282 or 268? Okay, so first of all, I'm going to make my numbers out of Dean's. Here we go. 208 tens and 2 ones in 282, 206 tens and 8 ones in 268. Fantastic. And I'm going to remember that top tip. When comparing, always start by looking at the column with the highest value. And you told me last time that that was the hundreds column. So I'm going to start with the hundreds column. So what do we notice about the hundred? This number, the top number, has got 200s, but the bottom number has got 200s. Oh, so neither one is larger. They are equal. This one's got 200s, this one's got 200s. I can't compare these numbers using the hundreds because they are equal. So now I move on to look in my tens column, because if the hundreds are the same, now I look in my tens column. Let's have a look. 282 has got 8 tens. 268 has got 6 tens. So which number is smaller? Which number has got the fewest amount of tens? You're absolutely right, the bottom number, because this number's got 8 tens, this number's got 6 tens, this number has got less tens. It's got the same amount of hundreds that we found earlier. So then I look at my tens. Which number is smaller? 268, because this one has got less tens than this one. So I don't need to look at my ones, because I've looked at my hundreds, they were the same. Then I compare my tens, and this one has got fewer tens. Fantastic. Let's have a look at another one. Which number is larger? 163 or 160? Make that prediction. Which one do you think is larger? 163 or 160? Keep it in your head, because we will check once we've worked it out. Fantastic. Let's have a look then. So I'm going to make it out of Dean's again. Here we go. 163, 100, 6 tens, 3 ones. 160, 100, 6 tens, no ones. And I remember that top tip. When comparing, start by looking at the column with the highest value. And you told me again that it was hundreds. So I'm going to start with my hundreds. So I'm looking for the larger number. Okay, hundreds. This number's got 100. Oh, this number's got 100. So these numbers are equal in the hundreds column. What column do you think I look at next then? If they're equal, where do I go next? Well done. I look in my tens column. Fantastic. Okay. This number has got 6 tens. This number's got 6 tens. So these are equal. What column do you think I look at now? So I've looked at the hundreds, they're equal. I've looked at the tens, they're equal. Where do you think I go now? Well done. I'd look in my ones column. You're absolutely right. Fantastic. So this number's got 3 ones. This number's got, this number's got no ones. Got 0 in the ones column. So which number is larger? I'm looking at my ones. Which one's got more ones? Well done, 163. So 163 is larger. I looked in my hundreds, they were equal. Then I looked in my tens, they were equal. So then I looked in my ones and I found that 163 had more ones than 160. So it was the larger number because it had the same in the hundreds and the same in the tens. Well done. Let's have a go then, all together. So on your piece of paper, as we've done in our last couple of lessons, I want you to draw a hundreds, tens and ones grid. I'm going to show you mine. Let's go. There it is. Fantastic. I've got my hundreds, my tens and my ones. Fantastic. Can you have a go at drawing your place value grid on whatever you are using today? And we're going to have a go at comparing some numbers together. Excellent. Well done. So the first one we're going to look at is this one. We are going to compare 251 and 362. And we're going to use one of those symbols, less than, greater than, or equal to put in the middle. So first of all, we need to represent both of those numbers. So I'm going to use today, I'm going to have a go at using place value counters I'm going to go for today. So I'm going to make the number and see if you can as well. You can draw your counters on your grid. 251 in the top bit. So 251. So this number, 251, 200, 5 tens, 1 1. Well done. Underneath, can you see if you can draw counters for the number 362 in the bottom part of your place value grid? Have a go. 362. Well done. I'm going to have a go now. 360. There we go. 2. Fantastic. I've run out of counters, look, so I'm going to use a little square as my little one. Fantastic. So I've got 362. Now we're going to see if we can compare these two numbers. Now, what was that trick that we had to remember? Well done. We had to always start with the column that has the highest value. And we said that was it hundreds, tens or ones? Well done, hundreds. So we're going to look at the hundreds first. Okay, so this number has got 200s. And this number has got 300s. Oh, so already we know which number is larger, don't we? Which number is larger? Is it the number with 200s or the number with 300s? Well done, it's the number with 300s, 362. So 200, so now I've got to use a sign to put in the middle. Is it 251 is equal to 362? No, it can't be equal because the numbers aren't the same. 251 is greater than 362, or 251 is less than 362. We said this number was the largest number, didn't we? Because this has 300s, this one has 200s. So this must be the larger number. So 251 is less than 362. So we've compared these two numbers here. Fantastic, well done. Let's have a go at doing another one. Fantastic. I'm going to take all my counters off. You might need to draw another place value grid if you've drawn your counters on there. That's absolutely fine. Or you might be able to squeeze them in at the bottom, extend these lines. This is the next one we're going to have a go at. 124 and 151. We're going to compare these numbers to work out which number is larger and which number is smaller. I can already see that they are not equal because they have got, they've got the same amount of hundreds. They've got different numbers, different digits in the tens and different digits in the ones. So I'm not going to be using my equals. So let's have a go again at representing these two numbers on my place value grid. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to use counters again. Fantastic. You can draw counters on yours if you would like to help. So 124. There's my top number, 124, 100, 2 tens, 4 ones. See if you can represent the number 151 underneath for me. How many hundreds do I need? How many tens do I need? And how many ones do I need? Fantastic, I need 100. I need 5 tens, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 1. There we go. Can you see I've represented 124 here and 151 here. Fantastic. Let's have a go then at comparing these numbers. What was that trick that we needed to remember? Fantastic, well done. We needed to remember, always start by comparing numbers with the column that has the highest value. And we said that was hundreds. So in our hundreds here, this number's got how many hundreds? 1, well done. And this number's got how many hundreds? 1. Ah, they are the same, they are equal. So we can't compare these numbers by looking at the hundreds. What column do we go to next? Well done, we move from the hundreds to the tens. Fantastic, and this number has got 1, 2 tens. Oh, come off with my finger, look. And this number has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. So which of these numbers is larger? We said the hundreds were the same. Is it the number with 2 tens or the number with 5 tens? Fantastic, this number is larger because the hundreds are equal, but the tens, this one has 2 tens, this one has 5 tens. So let's see if we can compare these numbers. Fantastic. So is it going to be 124 is greater than or more than 151, or 124 is less than 151? Well done, it's going to be less than, isn't it? Because we said that this number was the larger number. Well done, fantastic. Let's have a look then at our activities for today. Okay, so first of all, activity 1, look at the two numbers and circle the largest. You might just want to write down the largest one. So I'm going to have a go at this one here. 241 and 892. And I've got to circle which one I think is larger, which one is more. Okay, I think, well, I'm going to have a look. I'm going to think about my hundreds, tens and ones. This number's got 200s. This number's got 800s. I know I need to start with the number that has got, I need to start in the column that's got the highest value. So that's hundreds, 200s, 800s. So I think this one is the larger one. Who agrees with me? Excellent, well done. So pause the video now and have a go at these. Remember, circling or writing down the number that is largest. Well done. Fantastic, well done. Okay, let's have a look. So here we go. There we go. We got the first one right together, didn't we? Fantastic. 836 or 855. Well, they both got 800s. So then I look at my tens. This number's got 3 tens. This number's got 5 tens. The number with 5 tens is larger. Well done. Let's go over here. Oh, 999 or 633. This one's got 900s, 600s. Must be 999. Well done for having a go at those. Okay, activity number 2 then, and this is where we're going to use our more than, less than, and equal to signs. So you need to compare these two numbers. Now, some of the numbers are made with place value counters and deans. Some of the numbers are just written in numerals. But I want you to have a go at comparing these and using the more than, less than, and equal signs to compare these numbers. So let's have a go at a couple together, shall we? So here I've got, this number is got 200s, 110, and 3 ones. 200, 110, 3 ones. This number's got 100, 2 tens, and no ones. Okay, so which of these numbers is larger? Ah, this one, isn't it? Because this one's got 200s, this one's only got 100. So I'm going to use my greater than sign. 213 is greater than or more than 120. Let's have a look at this one over here with our just in our 3-digit numbers. 342 and 937. I'm going to look at my hundreds first. This one's got 300s. This one's got 900s. Straight away, I know which one's bigger because this one has got more hundreds. So I'm going to use my less than sign. 342 is less than 937. So pause the video now and have a go at comparing these numbers. Fantastic, well done. Okay, let's have a look at our answers together then. Here we go. There we go, fantastic. Oh, we managed to get our ones right together. So let's have a look at a couple together. Let's have a look at this one. So this number is 410. This number is 221. 400, this one's only got 200. So straight away, by looking at my hundreds, because that's the column that has the highest value, I know that this one is larger. I'm going to go over to this one now. 100 or 101. Okay, well, let's look at my hundreds. Well, they both got 1 in the hundreds column. Let's look at my 10. 0, Oh, they both got 0 in the tens column. So now I'm going to look at my ones. This one's got 0 ones. This one's got 1 1. 0 ones, 1 1. Ah, so I need to use my less than sign because this number is larger. 100 is less than 101. Well done for having a go at those, and well done if you managed to get the answers right as well. There we go. That is our learning done for today. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Well done for working so hard and all that resilience that you showed. And I'll see you next time for our last lesson together, lesson number 10. Bye.